Uplift. Work hard. It's what I was born to do. It's important for you to understand that your experience facing and overcoming adversity is actually one of your biggest advantages. Everybody wants to fulfill the highest, truest expression of yourself.
Welcome back to the Shift and Uplift podcast. For those of you who's joining for the first time, this podcast is your go-to for personal growth, transformation, and discovering happiness in the most unexpected places. Here, I'm peeling back the layers just to reveal how extraordinary you really are. Together, we'll dive deep into life's chaos with a toolbox of tricks and tips and a big dose of spunk to help you shift your perspectives and uplift your spirits. If procrastination and negativity have overstayed their welcome, it's time to evict the stress and grow into the super amazing human being that you're meant to be. So let's jump into this wild ride where business and adventure and self-love is non-negotiable, and we learn to dance with the chaos. Join me on this journey to become a better, bolder you. Now, for those of you who are regulars, welcome back. As y'all know, this podcast is about mindset shifts and real conversations. I'm your host, the Jacques Allen, and I want to tackle something that many of us may feel, but we rarely talk about: emotional numbness and the holiday blues. Today's episode is one that may hit close to home, especially around this time of year. We're talking about feeling numb, that emotional shutdown where life feels like it's passing us by and you're just there, not really feeling, not really caring. Sounds familiar? Stick around because we're diving deep into what causes this numbness and how to recognize it, and most importantly, how to break free. Let's shift gears and uplift our souls, shall we? The holiday season, bright lights, family gatherings, joy all around us. At least that's what we're sold. But for many of us, the season may feel like a heavy weight. Maybe it's the memories of a loved one no longer being here, or the strain of family dynamics, or maybe it's just overwhelming pressure to be merry. Instead of joy, sometimes it brings numbness, a state of where we stop feeling altogether. If you're feeling alone, you're not alone. Today, we're going to unpack emotional numbness, why it happens, and how to reclaim your spark during the holidays. Story time. I want to share a story about a close friend of mine. She's someone you never guess who struggles because she's really great at keeping it together. On the outside, she's super successful, always smiling, and busy with work. But in the inside, she's kind of numb. She said once, "I don't even know if I'm sad anymore. I'm just nothing." She's been feeling this way for a very long time, and so long that it became her norm. She wasn't unhappy, just detached. It was easier for her to bury herself in her workload than confront her emptiness and her troubles and her pain. Because my gosh, what all she's dealing with, where do you even start? Sounds familiar? Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone you love. Either way, we're going to talk about why this happens and how to heal. So let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions? Like life is happening all around you, but you're not really in it? Especially around the holidays, when everyone seems so happy, but deep down you feel disconnected. If that sounds familiar, stick with me. Today we're unpacking what numbness really is and why it shows up and how to break free from it. Now, my friend, let's put this in the air. She's a high achiever, always crushing it at work. But in her personal life, she's always crushing it at work. Sometimes she just feels like she's existing. And then she's been in that state so long, she really don't even know if things can change. So emotional numbness, let's dive into it. Emotional numbness is like a psychological state where we disconnect from our feelings. I believe that it's often a defense mechanism and it's our brain's way of kind of like protecting us from overwhelming stress and trauma. Here's some things that I believe that you can look for in yourself or others if you think that they're feeling emotional numbness or you feeling emotionally flat or empty, a lack of interest in activities maybe you once loved before, difficulty with connecting with others, going through the motions without really feeling. Numbness can be linked to depression, anxiety, PTSD, or even just a burnout. It's kind of like your brain's way of saying, okay, this is too much, pump the brakes. Now, what is numbness? When we talk about emotional numbness, we're talking about more than just a feeling of feeling off. Just remember that sometimes our brain knows best for us, most times I say, and it's just trying to maybe protect you or someone you know from going into a deeper state of depression or overwhelming yourself with trauma. It's like a common part of our emotional numbness. Now, holiday loneliness, the holidays, they can make numbness feel even worse. And social media shows everyone having a perfect life, a perfect time, a fun time. And it's easy to feel like we're left out or even inadequate. Let's be real. Grief, loss, and family drama, they just don't disappear because it's the holidays and because it's November and December. Maybe you're missing a loved one, maybe family gatherings means toxic energy, or maybe old wounds are just reopening. Maybe you're financially stressed and you're feeling the weight of gift giving or even hosting. And let's not forget seasonal affective disorder. That is a real thing. Less sunlight, more sadness. It's real, super real, and it's tough, but hey, there are ways to cope with it. Now, let's tie this into the holidays. For many, this season isn't all about joy and celebration. It's a reminder of who's missing. Now, sometimes loved ones just passed away. As always, it's unexpected. The family member that you can't visit, the relationship you no longer have, or just the weight of expectations from holidays in your past. Sometimes social media does not make it any better. And everybody's too busy creating the fake persona and perspective of this fake life that they're living. But don't be fooled. If you're struggling, give yourself permission to feel what you feel. But also remember that new traditions can become just as meaningful as old ones. Focus on the people that you have in your life that do want to be a part of your life. And if you're missing out on that social connection, reach out. Technology can definitely help bridge that gap. How to lighten that load. Here's some strategies that I believe that are really great to help you lift that emotional fog. Maybe limit your social media use. Stop comparing your real life to someone else's fake life and their highlight reels. Set new traditions. Embrace the present instead of longing for the past. Think about the people who's trying to be a part of your life. Think about the people who value you, who love you, who's showing you that they want to be there for you. Don't long in the past. Reach out. Connect with friends, volunteer, or even send text message saying, I'm thinking of you. You never know where it may lead you. Tap into technology. Video calls can make distant lovers seem a lot closer. So FaceTime someone, video call, figure it out. Go outside. Sunlight and fresh air, of course, are mood boosters. If it's cold, Find a place to work out, find a place to volunteer, give back, find a place that you know people will be at, go see Christmas lights. Remember, you're not alone. Reach out if you're struggling. You have my social media. It's the Jacques Allen or even Shift and Uplift. You got a whole Shift and Uplift community who's ready to support you. Feeling numb doesn't mean you're broken, and loneliness doesn't have to be permanent. Here's a few ways that I feel that in addition to the other things that I gave, it maybe will work. Just try to connect with someone. Even a short phone call can make a difference. Volunteering, it definitely helps others reconnect and find your purpose. Check on your strong friends. They may need you more than they let on. We've talked a lot today about emotional numbness and loneliness and how to reclaim your joy. Remember, passengers, you're never truly alone. In this journey we're on, it's a long road trip and we're in it together. Check on your strong friends and give yourself grace. And know that your feelings are valid. And if you need someone, reach out. Don't forget to follow us on social media for more engagement. Instagram at Shift and Uplift and the Jacques Allen, 2 different pages. Facebook and my Instagram and my TikTok, they're all the same. We have Shift and Uplift and we have the Jacques Allen. So until next time, remember, it's okay to feel numb, but just don't stay there. You have the power to reconnect with yourself, your loved ones, and the world around you. And if no one has told you lately, you're not alone. I love you, and let's take flight.
Know who you are. Work hard.
Shift and uplift.
Work hard. It's what I was born to do. It's important for you to understand that your experience facing and overcoming adversity is actually one of your biggest advantages. Everybody wants to fulfill the highest, truest expression of yourself.
Shift and uplift with JOC.